Welcome back to Maestro and another tutorial on common brevity terms. After you log into Maestro and start the maritime DT scenario by pressing the play button, you should see an outline of the Whiskey 291 range, which is off the coast of San Diego, California. You should also see the bullseye, labeled Depot, and some other associated icons on your map. If you don't see the labels, be sure to click the Toggle Labels button near the left center of the map window. If you haven't already, be sure to connect and secure your radios to monitor the relevant channels during this event. The MQ-9 just informed the package via chat that they will slip 10 minutes and asked for a Rolex for the same amount of time. Rolex is a timeline adjustment in minutes for an entire mission, which is always referenced from the original pre-planned mission execution time and always means later. In response to the MQ-9's request, the E2D asked the miser whether they need to wait for the MQ-9. The miser states that the P-8 and the RC-135 will provide the capabilities to meet the minimum ISR requirements for this mission. As a result, the E2D won't delay the overall mission. We'll use this event to illustrate and help you remember common brevity terms associated with ISR support to dynamic targeting and fires, such as bruiser, color, father, feet dry, feet wet, Jello, mother, pigs, Popeye, skunk, stroke, tag, and other relevant terminology.
Titan checking in. Jester copper sick, working. Tesla, sour.
Jester is the brevity term for the Joint Range Extension Applications Protocol, or JREAP, COM method. There are 3 versions of JREAP, and each has an additional brevity term associated with it. Amber is for JREAP Alpha, brown is for JREAP Bravo, and copper is for JREAP Charlie. In this scenario, U.S. aircraft have been tasked with maintaining freedom of navigation in support of keeping shipping lanes open and unrestricted. Nickel flight begins with an airborne refuel as they transit from the carrier to the maritime operating area just south of Redland. The lead F-18, call sign Nickel 11, will now look to establish communication with E-2D, call sign Liberty, and build his situational awareness of the operating area.
Liberty, Nickel 11, mission number 0211, checking in, request Alpha check depot.
Nickel 11, Liberty, radar contact, Alpha check, Depot 19552, continue with check-in.
You may remember the Alpha check from the previous air-to-air scenario we discussed. Since this mission is primarily air-to-surface, more information is needed in response to the Alpha check. This information will be given in the MNPOPCA format, which means mission number, number of aircraft, position, ordnance, playtime, capabilities, and abort code.
Nickel 11, good Alpha check, check-in to follow. Nickel flight, 2 F-18s. Loadout, 2 glide weapons, 2 anti-ship cruise missiles, 2 AIM-120s,
Liberty.
2 AIM-9, 300 rounds, 20 millimeters per jet, 10 playtime. Capabilities, SAR map, JHMCS, @FLIR, link 16, abort code none.
In this unclassified scenario, we're using some generic descriptions instead of naming specific weapons. As your studies advance, we'll use the actual names for each weapon type. For now, these generic descriptions will help you maintain situational awareness.
Nickel, Liberty, investigate skunk, Depot 33095, reference surface track, Victor Uniform
Nickel
235.
11.
Using the information that Nickel provided during the Alpha check, Liberty is able to properly delegate tasking to the entire package to best complement the weapons, sensors, and communication capabilities of the assigned fighters.
Hoover, Liberty, color track Victor Uniform 235.
In support of Nickel flight, Liberty tasked Hoover to color the track, which is a request for more information in an attempt to resolve ambiguity.
Liberty, Hoover, tag track Victor Uniform 235, Redland Patrol Craft, Depot 33095.
Tag is the brevity term to resolve ambiguity in response to color. In this example, Hoover was able to identify a previously unknown track as an adversary patrol craft.
Nickel 1-1, Popeye.
As Nickel Flight maneuvers to the task track, a low haze layer obstructs Nickel's view of the surface vessel. Nickel 1-1 informs Liberty of the situation by using the brevity term Popeye. Nickel Flight will reposition in an attempt to get better fidelity.
Liberty Nickel 1-1 has sensors in the area. Seeing a Redland patrol craft, hull number 102, traveling south at roughly 15 knots towards a group of Allied shipping vessels, 25 miles off its nose.
Having a location and a visual ID with these specific details meets the targetable requirements. The Miser PC will quantify the fidelity using the Miser correlation matrix and share this information with Liberty.
Liberty, Aries, track Victor Uniform 235. Targetable. Liberty.
Liberty acknowledges the information from Aries and will work with the appropriate entities to ensure all rules of engagement criteria are met before relaying a SMAC tasking to the strikers.
Nickel 1-1. Liberty, SMAC craft, Depot 330-95. Reference surface track. Victor, Uniform
Nickel
235.
1-1.
After receiving SMAC tasking, Nickel 1-1 has clearance to employ weapons on surface target coordinates because Link 16 track, rules of engagement, positive identification, collateral damage estimate, clear field of fire, coordination of forces, and commander's guidance requirements on the reference target or track have been satisfied.
Nickel 1-1, Bruiser, Impact 2015.
Bruiser is the brevity term for employment of a friendly air-launched short-range subsonic anti-ship weapon. Impact is the estimated time the weapon will strike the target passed in minutes and seconds.
Liberty, Titan, Jester Copper, Sweet.
Titan just informed Liberty that they are Jester Copper Suite, which means their J-Reap C is now operational.
Titan, Echo 201 Unknown X-Band active. Depot 01054, Track Tango November 201. Titan, Request Creep, Track Tango November 201.
While Nickel's anti-ship weapon is on its way to intercept the Redland patrol craft, the package is preparing for another potential engagement. Titan issued TAC Rep Echo 201 on an unknown X-band signal. Titan then immediately asks Hoover to help characterize the signal by using the brevity term creep.
Titan, Hoover, Empty Track Tango November 201.
In response to Titan's request, Hoover replies using the brevity term empty, which means Hoover didn't detect the emitter of interest.
Titan, Update. Echo 201, Unknown X-Band. Down. Track Tango November 201.
The brevity term down means the referenced emitter has stopped radiating, which is probably why Hoover wasn't able to detect it with its sensors.
Hoover, November 001. Red Fast Attack. Awake. Depot 018. 92. Track. Romeo Juliet 001. Showing hostile intent to white shipping.
Hoover issues TAC Rep November 001 to alert the package of a fast attack craft.
Titan, Aries, Dello track, Romeo Juliet 001.
Since Hoover's track is from a single source with a large ellipse, the track isn't targetable. In response, Aries uses their sensor tasking authority to ask Titan to jello Hoover's track and increase confidence of the intelligence.
Titan, Copy Request Jello, Track Romeo Juliet 001. Titan, TAC Rep India 601, Probable Fast Attack Vessel, 25 feet, Depot 018, 92, Track
Nickel
Romeo
1-2
Juliet
Liberty.
001.
Investigate. Track Romeo, Juliet 001.
Nickel 1-2.
Hoover acknowledged the Jello request from Ares and was able to provide additional intelligence in TACREP India 601 over the VPN radio. With this update, Liberty tasks Nickel 1-2 to investigate the suspect vessel over another radio. If you're monitoring all radios simultaneously, you'll hear the overlapping comms. But the ability to do multiple tasks on different radios in parallel allows the package to operate at the speed of war. Now that Rambler's on station and checked in, Ares asked them to scan the area using their full motion video capability and be prepared to maintain track custody.
Liberty, Nickel 1-2, Tally, Cayman fast attack, hull number 230, traveling south at roughly 15 knots towards Ally shipping vessels, 35 miles off its nose.
Tally is the brevity term for the sighting of a target, non-friendly aircraft, or enemy position. Nickel 1-2 was able to get his sensor in the area and ID the vessel as a large fast attack craft that is moving towards the commercial vessels the package is charged to protect. Unfortunately, Rambler can't find the vessel and is requesting information to get his sensors on target. Rambler isn't on the radio and is communicating by chat. Rambler can see the track on link 16, but he can't see the target on his FMV sensor. Since Ares understands that Rambler can't hear the radios and Nickel isn't on chat, Ares assists Rambler by using the information from Nickel 1-2's last radio transmission to provide the target vessel's hull number, bullseye location, and direction of travel via chat. This awareness and support are central to the role the Miser performs in planning, execution, and debriefing. And with that assistance from Ares, Rambler is able to find the target and call Tally.
Liberty, Ares, track Romeo Juliet 001, targetable.
With the information from Nickel 1-2, Ares is able to pass the targetable status to Liberty. And once again, Liberty will work with the appropriate parties to ensure all the criteria are met before passing SMAC tasking to the strikers.
Liberty.
Zulu, on the carrier strike group, has authorized and communicated SMAC tasking to Liberty, and Liberty will relay the SMAC tasking to Nickel 1-2.
Nickel 1-2 Liberty. SMAC craft, Depot 018, 92. Reference surface track Romeo Juliet 001.
Nickel 1-2.
Nickel 1-1 maneuvers to rejoin his wingman and prepare for weapons employment. But Nickel Flight will be unable to maintain track of the target and will coordinate with Titan for support. As Nickel Flight sets up and flies toward the target, Nickel 1-2 will direct Titan to provide the best possible continuous track data for weapon targeting purposes by using the brevity term stroke.
Titan, Nickel 1-2, stroke surface track, RJ001.
Titan.
Due to the planning and employment requirements for a glide weapon, it's important to have a pace plan to maintain track custody. Additionally, you should rock drill the plan to ensure its completeness and understanding amongst the players.
Nickel 1-2, pigs away, impact 2235.
Pigs away is the brevity term for the release or launch of a specified weapon. The number of weapons, launch location, and weapons track direction should also be included when appropriate.
Nickel 1-1 Liberty. Single group. Depot 347, 158, 29,000. Track south. Hostile. Feet wet.
After weapons release, Nickel Flight begins flowing away from the target when they are notified of an enemy aircraft moving toward them.
Liberty, Nickel Flight, retire.
Nickel 1-1 compares his remaining fuel with the distance to the aircraft carrier, determines he has no more time left on station, and informs Liberty.
Nickel 1-1 Liberty. Cleared RTB. Mother is Pigeons 230. Be advised father is down on mother.
Liberty clears Nickel Flight to return to base and advises them that the aircraft carrier is 230 degrees from Nickel Flight's position, but the navigational aid on the carrier is inoperable.
Nickel 11, Liberty, Single Group Depot, 351, 163, 29,000, track north, hostile, feet dry.
The adversary aircraft also returned to base, and Liberty lets Nickel Flight know that the adversary aircraft is flying over land. And that will bring this maritime scenario to a close. I hope you learned some new brevity terms. Be sure to review and practice using them to help you keep your radio comms brief, accurate, and informative.